Hi, Matt and Tammy. My name is Patrick Keller with Norva Plastics. Sorry I could not make it to Fargo the other day due to the blizzard. Got all the way up to Chicago. And I want to introduce you to the Norva Plastics suicide-resistant patient monitoring device. A little history on this. About 5 years ago, Dr. Mills of the VA Safety Center called me up and said they had a sentinel event in which a patient hung themselves behind a smoke door in the patient room. What happened was the staff, 2 o'clock in the morning, wasn't going in the room to verify that the patient was sleeping in the bed. In actuality, the patient was behind the door, hanging themselves on the hinge itself, and that would cause the problem. So he wanted something, because we all know that you cannot depend on your staff 100% of the time. 95% of all accidents occur due to human error. So we wanted something to cover 360% of the door. Now, 100% of the door, I mean. In regards to the Joint Commission, if you've done some research, you'll find a Joint Commission article in Nuts and Bolts, and also in their publications, their book on suicide prevention, that a door has hanging points on both the sides, the top, and the bottom as well. Compared to our competitors, they have a sensor on the top and they go with a continuous hinge. You still have this hanging point and the bottom hanging point. Our device covers 100% of the door. It's very inexpensive, easy to install by any maintenance. It doesn't require tampering with your smoke-rated doors, and works very simple. Let me show you the components. Now, for demonstration purposes, we combined several of them onto one device for easy travel. You have an audible alarm, which has a light. Green means it's off, red means it's active. You have an amber light, flashing strobe light, which doesn't interfere with your fire alarm system, which is white. And you'll have a key-mounted switch that will be located outside your door. For our purposes, we have a button. We have a transmitter, which is infrared transmitter, and an infrared receiver. If you notice, the cords are specially adapted so that you have, this has a four prong, this has a 2-prong. So when you connect them, you're actually making sure you're connecting the right device with the right wire. It doesn't matter if the transmitter is here or here, just so that the wiring is connected to the correct wires. Now, in a normal situation, you would have, and for demonstration purposes, we put on tripods, but this particular device would be mounted flush against the wall, so it cannot be kicked off. On the outside of it, for protection and prevent somebody interfering with it, is that we have a polycarbonate cover on it. Not plexiglass, but polycarbonate, which is bulletproof, and that way they don't interfere. The computer module device inside monitors anything that's blocked. If by chance the transmitter and receiver is blocked for more than 20 seconds, it activates the alarm. This device is designed to be installed by your maintenance department. The only thing that's required is a 110 power supply, which when you mount your device up in the ceiling, in the hallway above the ceiling, you won't have any issues whatsoever. You just have to plug it straight on in and it activates. And then you can just run your wires through the walls and connect everything. It's very simple to use. Now, the policy you must have is that the door must be open 100% or closed 100%. If by chance the door is ajar, it'll activate the alarm. If you notice, the sensors will be mounted at waist high against the wall, just so that right where the door is open all the way, so it does not interfere with the beam itself. Now let's go through it. Now when you activate it for the first time, it's going to do a system check, which will last about 5 seconds, making sure everything is operational. If by chance, like again, something blocks this beam for more than 20 seconds, your audible as well as your visual alarm will go off, and as soon as it's re-established, it disconnects. So let's talk about why we do it this way. Well, if you close the door, some patients will have to change from time to time. The 20 seconds allows them to close it as a normal person. However, what happens is people hang something off to the side, and they will start blocking the beam. Once they start blocking the beam when they're trying to hang themselves, it activates, and that's the reason for the program. So the staff will be notified, as well as a visual as audible alarm. Now, if by chance you have a patient that's constantly activating it on purpose, you can deactivate it. It has a key, and deactivate it from the outside. Again, our device is very simple to use. The cost is very low compared to our competitors. Basically, depending on the number of units you purchase, they run about an average of $750 a piece. Now, if you want additional options on it, like battery backup for 8 hours, that'll cost a little bit more. Or if by chance you have a problem with the door and won't keep itself closed or in the open position, you need a magnet, we can provide you one as well at a low nominal fee, which will be suicide resistant type of device, which basically just holds the door against the wall. Again, if you block it for more than 20 seconds, it activates. Again, one of the things about Norva Plastics is we're the largest manufacturer of suicide prevention products. We've been around. All of our devices in our catalog have been basically built around the VA Sentinel events. Things have been requested by us from the VA. Can you come up with a device? And we did this many, many times. This is just one of them. So, if you have any questions, please contact us or Norva Plastics, and we'll try to help you out. Again, this is Patrick Keller. Call me anytime, or call Howard at Norva Plastics, and we'll take care of you. Thank you again for the opportunity.